Okay, good morning. It's Wednesday morning here at the hot rod shop. Just going to walk through the body shop here quickly first, and then we'll get over to the hot rod shop side. Ford's got the 34 Ford hoods repainted. We had some shrinkage issues because we rushed that car to get ready for Detroit there a couple years ago, and some of the bodywork shrunk as we were painting that in our old body shop with no actual climate control. We made him rush through some bodywork on it. Fairly simple procedure to get it redone here and deal with that. So he's got that all taken care of. So those just need to be wet sanded and polished before we start showing the car again. And he's working on the fairy lady off and on here. Getting some rough bodywork started. Right now he's doing the repair on the wheel for the Genesis, and then that'll get painted. And then in the booth he's got the F-250. I believe he's got all those chunks that were taken out of the tailgate area repaired. Yeah. So as you've seen before, sorry the lighting isn't the greatest for video, but this corner was chunked out from the tailgate hitting, as well as this corner. And we've set it all up so the tailgate can't hit anymore. So that's all done. So that's good. Now over here, Clint is doing an inspection on the new shop truck. The truck looks like it has never really been touched, other than it was lowered probably day one. It definitely has some signs of salt air from Vancouver, but it has the lowering shackles in the rear, the lowering front bracket up front. And you can tell it's been lowered a long time because it all matches the rust. But this is a lowering bracket. The four-wheel drive bracket usually comes down quite a bit further here. So we're going to re-bolt those and clean up everything on that. Make sure it's all safe because they didn't even have washers on them, whoever did it. So yeah, we got a pinion leak. We got your typical oil leaks up front here, the oil filter adapter, and a few other little things. And then they lowered the front, and it's just been beating the heck out of the bunt block there. So we're going to put shorter bunt blocks in there and make sure the ride height's right. All the front end parts are original riveted on ball joints, and it's all got some play. And yeah, the tires in the front are pretty hammered out from the front end work. They are 2017 tires, so they're not illegal yet. So we can get a couple years out of the rears if we want. So we'll probably run the rears for now and get a new pair of fronts, get these wheels all cleaned up. But yeah, and as for the body rust, this driver's side is super clean. I don't see anything. On the passenger side, it has a tiny bit of rocker work that needs done. So we'll order up a rocker for it. We'll replace that when the time comes, but we're not really worried about it at this point. It's not going to cause us any issues to drive it. And then we'll probably get these box sides off and get the body work going on those. And we'll just spray them white for now, and in the future the truck will get all painted black and logoed up. So, but for now we're just going to get it usable and looking respectable and get some decals on it and just make sure it's safe for the guys to drive. I did comment on this. I was really worried about getting heavy on the brakes because it's common for these brake lines to rust out behind the tank, and they have, but they've been replaced. So we're going to pull the tank, get out all the rusty lines, and make sure everything is done correctly. This is the typical way people do it, which is okay. We'll probably just run new lines from front to rear instead of having all the extra leak chances and extra parts. But yeah, we'll get that all straightened out shortly. Again, just going to make it safe to use. We'll worry about more of the cosmetics in the future. Bernard's got the yellow Submarine Mustang here. A couple more electrical things to work on that he's doing. Just a few little things the customer wants on that. This 85. Clint was doing some stereo work on it. I think they're just waiting on some more parts for it. And then that's why he's working on this truck right now, waiting on stuff for that. And over here we got the 40 Ford, getting some carpet going. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cool, so you're just getting this thing started, eh? Is that like an underlay?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool, where's his material? Let's take a look at what he picked.
Paint stripe and stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a factory look, old school.
Yeah.
That's the windlace he's got?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. All right, just at the automotive shop here, Wednesday afternoon. Our new service advisor, Nathan, picked up this car, traded a motorcycle for it, 70 Cadillac. So Oscar's just looking over a few things for him on that, and still waiting for the rad on this. And we got the Challenger back in the shop. We were waiting quite a while for the TTI headers. They were on back order, getting powder coated. So they are now here. So John's back on it so we can start getting this Hemi job done. So yeah, he's just working away on it now. Good to get something like this back in after waiting for parts. We've got the Engine control module and harness is all here. Bunch of parts for it. We're just looking for the transmission control module now. It was ordered and we thought it was shipped, so we're just looking for where that might be at. But I think they're back in Connecticut, so we're waiting for the morning to give them a call. So John can at least get going on the engine end of things here. Start wiring it and finding locations for parts. What's happening with the IROC, Ashley?
We just got approval to do a diff leak, and that's the last thing on it.
Oh, okay, so it was a bunch of little things that you guys were doing, and
Pretty much, there's just like a horn issue, brake light issue. All of it was kind of just basic stuff, and then there's some gauge issues, which I'm not sure if the customer is going to go further at this moment or not.
okay.
But they need to approve us on the rear diff. So
The rear diff's leaking?
Yeah.
Just like the cover or axle seals?
And the plug, because of the stupid rubber grommets there.
Oh, right.
From both spots.
Yeah.
So just a reseal and service. And,
Cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah. New enough that it's got the rear disc rear end, so that's nice. Over here we got a Dodge. I think he was working on this yesterday. Dave was looking for some harness connector pieces out of an old harness. That's about that. So I don't think much has changed otherwise out back here. They got the oil pan done on the Firebird. That's been running today, so I think that one's pretty much done. They've done a bunch of work to the old Jeep, and I think they said that they're waiting for some customer approvals on certain things with the Cadillac LaSalle. Same with the Jeep, waiting on customer decisions. BMW waiting on parts. I think it's just going back to fix auto while we're waiting for the parts so they can start doing some work. It's a collision job, but it needs a bunch of front end parts. I think the cradle's bent and some other suspension components. And then this, I believe they said we're waiting on a fuel pump. So we got to drop the tank on that. And this was a no start, I believe, that got towed in. Still working on that, I believe. So yeah, that's about that. So yeah, that's the walk around for Wednesday at the hot rod shop. Or sorry, the automotive shop.